There are people who say that President Kenyatta may have handed over the presidency to Dr. William Ruto. To those people, I say, you underestimate Dr. William Samoei Ruto by a lot. By a lot. Ruto just beat both President Kenyatta and Honorable Raila Odinga hands down. There is no way about it. He beat them hands down. So if we are not going to confront the question, we may be missing the point and underestimating the man himself, and therefore actually doing great disservice to his political prowess. We have to understand it critically so that we understand the man himself. How did he do it? That is our topic of today, ladies and gentlemen. How Ruto outsmarted the president, Uhuru Kenyatta, and Honorable Raila Odinga, plus the deep state. Before we do that, we do ask you to subscribe if you're watching us for the first time, or if you've been watching us but yet to subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you're notified whenever we post. So on to the topic of today. How did Ruto outsmart the president, Honorable Raila, and the deep state? Simple. He did it by what I call understanding the time and taking his opportunity. DP Ruto hijacked the revolution that was brewing with respect to the high cost of living in this country. The revolution was brewing from down. The people were angry at the government of the day. Then Ruto realized and hijacked that revolution. Let us take a look back. When the handshake between President Kenyatta and Right Honorable Raila Odinga happened, Dr. William Ruto was part of that handshake. In fact, he did say that Honorable Raila reached out to him first and that he was aware of the handshake and whatever was going on between Honorable Raila Odinga and the President, Honorable or His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. When again BBI was proposed, Dr. Ruto supported the move. However, BBI, which was intended to amend the constitution, did not receive, I want you to be clear in this, did not receive much support from members of the public. People across the counties, the 47 counties, regardless of which political party they supported or politician they followed, did not support the BBI or were in one way or another concerned about the intention to change the constitution. And therefore the push for referendum at a time when the cost of living was dire was a show to them that their leaders at the top did not understand their plight. However, there was no prominent leader because revolution is brewing. All the leaders have gone that side. There was no prominent leader to take on the powerful duo of President Kenyatta and the former premier, as all leaders, including such as Honorable or His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, and many more rushed to support BBI. The war between the state and the people was brewing at a very high speed. The people lacking their leader was a good opportunity for Dr. William Ruto. Many people felt that when Raila joined President Uhuru Kenyatta and the handshake at that time and the proposal to have the constitution amended through the BBI, Honorable Raila betrayed the cause, fighting for social justice. And therefore, who was to help them take on now the state, plus their erstwhile supporter or protector, Honorable Raila Odinga? Ruto took that opportunity. He understood both time and opportunity and took up the role of the people's defender against a government that he served as deputy president, convincing the people that Honorable Raila Odinga and His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta did not have their interest at heart. Not only that, he told the people that he is one of their own. Essentially that he is as as them. He came from a poor family background, while Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta were privileged children of former president and vice president who do not understand the plight of ordinary Kenyans. People bought that like opium, and it stuck in the minds of many. With his oratory skills, oh, I can tell you that, and I must say this, that very few politicians in Kenya today can match Dr. Ruto's oratory skills. Dr. Ruto went across the country whipping emotions of Kenyans against the president and Honorable Raila Odinga and the BBI project, and indeed it worked wonders for him. It really worked wonders for him, because people saw him as the new savior. Not only a savior, but one who understood their plight, unlike the president Uhuru Kenyatta and Honorable Raila Odinga. And therefore, Dr. Ruto successfully convinced the people. This was again very critical. He successfully convinced the people that BBI was bad for them because it was a creation or intention by the dynasty. This case, Honorable Raila Odinga and His Excellency President Kenyatta, to create positions for themselves and then forget the people who are suffering due to high cost of living. He squarely blamed the duo for high cost of living, separating himself, saying that he was kicked out of government and that all the failures that now Jubilee or the failures of Jubilee were to be squarely blamed on those two. Raila Odinga also made it worse in some instances by saying that he will continue with the legacy of President Uhuru Kenyatta, a legacy, or rather President Uhuru Kenyatta, who many Kenyans felt had led the nation to its knees. In the long run, many saw Dr. Ruto as a savior, as a person who understood their plight. In fact, when BBI judgment came out at the High Court, that win was not so much about the judiciary protecting the people, but it was a big win for Honorable Ruto, who had taken that role to defend the people, or should I say, to appear as defending the interest of the people. Being a politician, he understood time and opportunity, which Raila Odinga for the first time failed to understand. He failed to understand that the people were no longer interested in the change of the constitution. Ruto understood that and came with the message that we are going to help the people from ground up. So many bought it. So many bought it. By the time President Uhuru Kenyatta and Honorable Raila Odinga realized, Honorable Ruto was already so deeply ingrained in the minds of many, in the minds of the poor, as the savior they needed to turn things around for this country. Whether that be true, that eventually things will change, time will tell. Do leave a like, leave a comment, share this video, and welcome back as we will do another video on this particular topic. Thank you very much.